All right, so I know we're a few seconds behind on your end, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk just because I am trying to get through this. I know this was promised. I know it's coming on a little early, but that's because I have an early day tomorrow, and I want to make sure that this is uploaded and posted and everything is done, but I also still delivered on this reading instead of moving it to tomorrow or whatnot. But that's why this is going to be a quick reading. So my apologies. I wish I could just sit here and gab with you all tonight, but that isn't going to happen. With that being said, before I get into this reading, today you see the thumbnail, you see the title, today we are going to be doing a reading on Trump's Project Stargate, which he has pretty much, I guess you can say, partnered with three very rich or powerful owners. I want to say I remember SoftBank and OpenAI. I forget the other one. One second. It's OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. Are the three companies that he's partnered with, or at least the CEOs of these companies that he's partnered with. And, a lot of people are wondering, what is Project Stargate? Where is this coming from? Why is he deciding to do this? What's going to be his purpose? A lot of people are already looking at this very suspicious because there is a lot of affluence people that Trump has partnered with throughout the term of his second administration, at least. And so, he already has Elon Musk, who a lot of people keep wanting to say is President Musk. But, there's just been a lot of rich oversight that's been going on with the government. So a lot of people are very hesitant on that front. The other thing that I also heard was that Project Stargate is also apparently something that a project the CIA used to have. I believe they said it was discontinued, wink wink, nudge nudge, but they said it was apparently discontinued. It was correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say they said the project dealt with how to control people, or how people interpret messaging and stuff like that. And I think it was dealing with technology as well. I have to brush back up on that, but I remember somebody was saying that to me, I wonder if he's probably finishing off, or coming back around to that project, and now it's coming out into the open to the public. So that's one theory. And then the other thing is, if we're taking it at face value, Sam Altman and the other CEOs that he is partnering with are saying this is to help improve health, this is to help improve efficiency, this is to help improve the American people overall. So that's pretty much all they said. They didn't really give details. And the other thing is that they said this is going to be based out of Texas. So that's the only thing I've heard about it, and we don't know anything else. And so the rest of the mystery, where there's mystery, people have conspiracies and theories and, thoughts on what it could be. So we're going to look into that. But before I get into this reading, please note what's here at the bottom of the screen, that all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. I am only a tarot reader. I am not all knowing. I am not all seeing. Energies can change. Please exercise your power of discernment. I'm not saying what I'm about to say is going to be 100% correct. Oftentimes I've noticed I kind of split hairs on most things that I'm saying. So it is what it is, because I'm an intuitive reader. I'm picking up on energy. I can only explain so much into what I'm kind of picking up on and interpret and relay it to you all. So that be on the record to show, okay? With that being said, let's get into this reading, okay? Oh, and if tarot is something that does not resonate with you, here's your moment in time to click off, because that is what we're going to use. I am going to use tarot cards to get into this reading. I use astrology, numerology, geomancy, and just good old woo-woo fashion magic, okay? So if it's something that does not resonate with you, you do not like this type of thing, here's your moment in time to click off and find something else on the corner and recesses of YouTube that better resonates with you. Oh, it's something about a good shuffle. It just sounds good. Just, yeah, you hear the cars just breaking and something about a good shuffle. All right, okay. Let's see what's going on with Project Stargate. Ooh, that was a card that wouldn't come out. Ooh. So we're gonna know we do have the King of Coins, Ace of Coins. Money, 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 money. Lots of money. Oh, wait, actually, let me break these up in here. So when we shuffle, we get something different. You can't say I put them all together. Okay, so I'm gonna actually pull these out in the way that they fell. And we are going to take these cards here. So we have the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords. The underlying cards we get here again is the King of Coins, Three of Swords, and the Magician. This doesn't seem like it's going to be boding well. What's under the Magician here for the underlying? Eight of Coins. Something makes me feel like there's going to be a lot of money flushed into this that's probably not going to pay off, at least on the first go around, or like on the short side of things. At the first round of this, it doesn't seem like it's going to pay off. The other thing I was going to say that I'm picking up on is that I wonder if this is going to be kind of used as a, I want to say shell. I don't know what they call that game. So you know the game where it'd be like, okay, we got 3 cups, and then they shuffle it all up, and then they're like, okay, well, which one did I put the dice in? It kind of feels like that. There's a lot of, well, we could use it for this, or we could use it for that, or maybe somebody is kind of like being underhanded or lying. I don't know exactly why I'm getting that imagery, but that's something that I'm picking up on here as well. Like it feels like a shell, like it's a distraction, it's a lie, or it's a misdirection essentially that's happening here. And with the Hanged Man being here as well, it also kind of alludes to that to me, because with the Hanged Man, it's usually having to see something from a different perspective. Like you're not seeing it for actually what it is, or maybe because you have your own idea or expectation of what this should be, but it's not actually appearing or showing up as such with the Hanged Man. You need to look at something in a different perspective, and you're not really. And also with the Hanged Man, I also think of someone who is like caught in the crosshairs, caught in the crossfires. So, you know, sometimes it could be like almost up there with like the Eight of Swords kind of, yeah, Eight of Swords energy, where it's kind of like a downfall of your own making, because you chose to not see things for what they are or open your eyes. The Queen of Wands here as well, you know, I've had the Queen of Wands pop up a few times for me in Donald Trump readings. You can see some of my previous ones I've done on here. They will be linked after this goes live, because you can't do it, of course, during a live video. But I've done another reading on Donald Trump with, what's it, when he first won or something like that, and I was looking into like the first few months or weeks into his administration taking over, and I kept getting something about a Queen of Wands, some kind of Queen of Wands energy here, and we're getting that again. Most of the court cards, as I keep reiterating to people, they can represent a person, place, or thing. So it could be a person that is not being honest, it's not being forthright. It could be somebody who is being malicious, someone who is like a very beautiful person, at least on the outside, but on the inside they are not. It could be, you know, think of a place. It could be, hey, with this being technology, innovation, usually when I think of technology, I usually get the swords cards, but again, it could be something here with the wands, because this is a collaborative positive thing. It is 3 people. There could be a lot of passion and energy and such behind it, but maybe it's a disagreement on exactly where they want this to go, or what's the purpose, or who should be in control of what. A battle of egos, essentially, that could come into play here with the Queen of Wands. And again, with the thing, it could be this Project Stargate that they're building out, and it's probably just not going to be the finished product that they quite had in mind. And then we get into the Six of Swords here, and this is coming up in reverse. Usually the Six of Swords, when it's in the upright, means that you are successfully moving on from a turbulent area or space in your life, a time in your life. But with this coming up in reverse, it makes me think, are you heading into turbulence? Are you choosing not to walk away from it because of, again, some kind of expectation that you have in mind? Are you wanting to stick around? Are you not trying to look? Are you too focused on the silver lining or the roses, and you're not seeing that everything else is dying around it? Like, you're not paying attention. You think it's not gonna affect you, but it might. And then we also have the Two of Swords, and this is typically my rock and a hard place. This, even though most of the twos in the pip cards or whatever, the number cards, excuse me, usually represent like a tough decision or a decision or crossroads that you are coming to. The Two of Swords is usually the more crucial, because usually this is dealing with like a mental thing. This is like last line, do or die now, or otherwise you are going to be fated to disaster, ruin. So that is what that's coming up for here with me. And then with the King of Coins coming up, especially with it coming up in reverse, this usually speaks to me of someone who is probably very short-sighted, someone's not handling their finances correctly. It could be somebody who is very materialistic. Think of like the negative traits of earth signs, your Cancers. I mean, not your Cancers. I was thinking Capricorns. Your Capricorns, your Virgos, your Tauruses. The Three of Swords usually speak to heartbreak here, and this is coming up in the upright. Sorry, Three of Swords. I don't care if it's upright or in reverse. The only good thing about it being in the upright is that you eventually will heal from the heartbreak and the hurt and move on, the disappointment. And the Magician, manipulation. It doesn't seem to be boding well here. Let's see. What additional information can we get on Project Stargate? Let's see what additional energy you get here. Ooh, the Freedom card came out like this. Oh, okay. Let me see what else I'm going to get first before I start hypothesizing. We have courage. Ooh, courage with the Queen of Wands. Is somebody gonna pull out of this deal prematurely because do they see the writing on the wall, or are they afraid of what they're about to find out? Ooh, and then we have rest here, but neither rest with the Six of Swords here. That's usually, again, going on to move and rest on peaceful shores, and you're not getting there. It also shows the bear as well, and that usually makes me think of mama bear energy, very protective, very overbearing, and maybe to the point of where you are being so restrictive or holding on to something so tightly that you aren't allowing it to be what it needs to be. And it could be a thing of like, maybe you're doing the right thing and being overprotective about this energy and not letting go of it for people to do what they want to with it. Because you know how oftentimes with every good thing, you have somebody who finds out a way to make it the most negative thing ever. The internet, anyone? I'm going to make it for people to connect and be, you know, see people from across the globe and meet people and new things and etc., etc. But then you have people on here who are being trolls. Okay, and then we have peace. The fact that all of these cards are coming up in reverse is crazy. And look what else comes up in reverse underneath. We have joy. So there is some synergy behind it. Oh, and determination. Then we have sacred. It almost feels like somebody's like, no, this is my baby. This is my project. Like, if I can't be in control of it or do what I want with it, then what's the point? It almost feels like there's going to be a fourth or a fifth party that's going to kind of come in and interrupt this or make them kind of want to pull the plug on this. Because I feel like, I wonder if there's been a thing where they were promised one thing, and I hope they would be better than to just take Trump at his word. Or even if it's like a contract and lawyers actually looked it over or whatever, I would hope they didn't just take his word for it and they actually got some kind of documentation or something of like, this is what we want it to be, these are the parameters, here's what this should be, blah blah blah. This X amount of people should have control over it. Only these people know the codes or something, you know, some kind of safeguard. Freedom with the Hanged Man here. There's some sort of restriction. There's some kind of boundary, some parameters here. And I don't know if it's against the people who are creating it or if this is like public sentiment, or heck, if this is Donald Trump, like maybe he's not even privy to everything that they're doing with it. That could be the case. Again, the Queen of Wands here with courage. The Queen of Wands can translate into a fiery sign. Predominantly what I'm thinking of is Leo, who also in tarot is represented by the Strength card, which shows the lion. It shows a woman taming a lion or a person taming the lion. And then it also, again, speaks to strength, ego, courage, things very much Gryffindor energy. Like that's really much what it gives. But with them both coming up in reverse here, I wonder what that is. Something about an initiative, like not taking initiative, not taking the lead, not braving, not striking out or something like that. Because that's typically all the fire signs. Very much go-getters, strike out, will do their darndest. They usually can start things very well. Beat to their own drum. Peace. Peace with a tough decision. Let's see if I get some more clarity. What we have here? Something else with like a tiger. We have flexibility. I don't think it's a coincidence we get the Hangman, flexibility, and freedom here, because all of this seems like I want to be able to have control, or I want to be able to wrestle this into a way or in a form, in an idea, in a package, in a presentation, or something like that of my liking, and I'm not able to do that. Like, I want to be able to have control over this, and I don't quite have that control. Oop, we're not going to count these two, but I am going to note them. We have purification also coming up in the reverse. I'm trying to hide this Queen of Wands because there is it's not safe for work imagery on it, I will say. But we will also note that the Miracles card and the Transcending card both came up in reverse here. They popped out. Dealing with a lot of like water, aurora, like sky, so emotional. Could be, again, wouldn't surprise me, technology as well. What is that, 34? You have 27, 39. A lot of struggle going on here. And again, something with boats. Something with boats. Maybe they could speak to trade or travel. Shipping. Looking at this Miracles card, I just keep thinking of something like with internet, Wi-Fi. I don't know. Something not picking up or being carried the way that it should. It looked like my audio might have cut out at some point. I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like my audio cut out a few minutes into this video. I don't know what happened. My bad, everyone. I would just reinstate because I don't know exactly where the audio cut out at. So I'll just reinstate it here before, because I was actually getting ready to close out when I noticed like, oh, there was an audio issue. But basically there seems to be like this energy is not settled when it comes to Project Stargate. It does feel like there's a bit of look this way and don't look at what's going on behind here. It feels very much like Wizard of Oz. Like, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain who's pulling the pulleys and the strings and pressing the buttons. I need you to pay attention to that witch outside who's causing havoc. I say she causing havoc. Go pay attention to that and don't worry about what I'm doing over here. That's pretty much what the energy feels like. It does also feel like there's somebody here who is very much protective of what this project is, because it is a passion project of theirs. It is something that they have always dreamed of, and then now that they actually have the opportunity to do it, they're going gung-ho into it. Now, whether they're falling into some kind of traps or being manipulated into this is yet to be seen. I don't know exactly who and how and what way they are being manipulated. My theory is that I wonder if Trump is utilizing these big corporate CEOs to fund this project, so he doesn't have to kind of like raise some kind of money for this, because again, at the beginning of this, we were getting a lot of coins. There was coin cards that were involved in this, so I wonder if there is something with the finances behind this project where it would just take a lot of money, whereas maybe the US government doesn't have it or would not be willing to spend this kind of money to do it. Whereas if you kind of privatize it or outsource it, nobody can say anything about it. So I wonder if that's the thing. And then I also see that there is some kind of like hesitancy around this. Like, someone isn't going to be fully comfortable or isn't fully comfortable with what this project may be used for. But this could be public sentiment and maybe not the actual creators. It could be public sentiment that I'm picking up on. But it's going to pay off for somebody. Somebody is enjoying this because we have the exuberance card here. There's going to be something to cheer about with this. Now, I do think this project is going to hit some kind of rough patch. Right now, it seems like it's starting out okay. But I do think there's going to be some kind of rough patch here, whether it's in a disagreement on kind of like how they want to utilize this project or who's going to be utilizing this project or whatever the case may be. There seems to be some kind of I want to keep saying hesitancy or some kind of disagreement on that, but yeah, again, the energies doesn't feel quite settled to me, so we will see what's going to be coming up in the future with this. But again, I'm sorry I had to reiterate because I know my audio kind of cut out there for you all, so I wanted to make sure it was in this video. But again, let me know your theories on what you think Project Stargate is, what you think it entails, what's your conspiracy theory down in the comment section below, so we can discuss. I'm open to seeing what you all get, especially from this reading that I did. I know it's kind of like all over the place, but again, the energy don't quite feel settled to me, so it's kind of hard to pick up on all the moving pieces and parts to this as well. So with that being said, I am finally going to close this out and wrap this reading up. If you like this reading, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more readings like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, making sure to select it to all so you can see the next time I upload. And with that being said, I wish you all a great day or night wherever you are. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.